Original.
Hello and welcome to Webcrawlers. This is our mailbag episode where we read your reviews and play your voicemails. I am Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
And I, producer Maria.
We've got some reviews. This one's from Cressy K, my favorite podcast. Web crawlers to McDonald's ice cream machines equals Woodward to Watergate. Thank you.
Here's one from Elm. Wow, simulation theory, 5 stars. Okay, I love y'all's podcast more than I can even explain. Okay, hope y'all can read this. I am currently listening to the Rent a Hitman episode, and y'all say Long John Silver's. And I literally had a dream about that place last night. And I've never been there. Simulation theory stuff. Love y'all so much. Don't ever stop making episodes.
Long John Silver's. Yeah, I remember when we argued about if it was a drive-thru
or not. It turns out it is.
That was a big moment in web crawlers history.
It really was. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Wow. And we're almost at 1,000. And we just, we got to get there, you guys. Come on.
Yeah, we're at 939. We need 21 more. Nope. 4. Nope.
61. Or 21.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Okay, let's get into these voices.
Yeah, we got a 1,000.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. My name is Lindsay, a longtime listener, first-time caller.
Hi.
I actually don't have any ghost stories, but I always find myself wanting to tell you random things and random stories that happen in my life.
Yes.
So the only thing I have to offer today is shit my dad says or stories from dad. We can workshop it, what we want the segment to be called. But
you absolutely need a segment.
My dad is 72, lived through the 60s, and every time I see him, I find out a new random story that is hilarious to me. So my first story for shit my dad says is that I was talking about drinking champagne, and my dad mentions that he doesn't really like the bubbly because he was on a plane one time traveling for business. We were on the East Coast, so he was traveling somewhere in California to meet some business partners and go out on a boat and do some deals and whatnot. It sounds shady when I'm saying it, but it was legit. He ends up getting in a champagne drinking contest on the plane.
What?
Which is never advisable on plane or land. But he tells me that the next thing he remembers is waking up in the water looking for his wallet. He's confused. And he legitimately thought the plane crashed. So he actually blacked out, but he landed. He met up with the appropriate business partners, went out on a boat, and they hit a wave and the boat flipped. But that's when he came to, was when he hit the water and thought that the plane crashed.
My God.
So that is shit my dad says. And there's a lot more where that came from. Oh, my goodness. I just feel like I have to tell you guys these stories since in my head you're my best friends. But honk, honk. La, la, la.
That's crazy.
I am really looking forward to this new segment.
Imagine when you wake up and you're like, we crashed. It's like, oh, thank God. It's just we just flipped in our
thank
boat.
God, my boat just flipped.
Yeah. That's wild.
Jesus Christ.
Champagne drinking contest. Oh, no.
That sounds horrible.
Oh, I must have had a wicked headache.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Next message.
Hey, this is for the web crawlers, Melissa, Maria, and Natalie, the three musketeers.
Oh.
Hey, this is Moses.
Hi.
I got 3 stories about synchronicity to tell you, and I'll try to make it quick. About 2 Saturdays ago, I listened to back-to-back of your pod. The first one was where Allie explains the TV show Criminal Minds. And then the second episode I listened right after that was the cave dude creepypasta story.
Oh, yeah.
And this was like Saturday evening, Saturday night. So I go to bed. I get up Sunday morning, turn on the TV, and what pops up on the screen is an episode of Criminal Minds where Garcia is telling her crew, you know, what creepypasta is. And that's the first story.
Oh,
The second story is a couple of days ago, I was coming home from a walk. I get to my apartment, open the door, and the last song that was playing when I walked in my door was Donna Summer, Hot Stuff. And so turn off my earbuds, turn on the TV, and this commercial came on, and it was for Burger King Spicy Chicken. And the song they were playing was, of course, Donna Summer's Hot Stuff. That's story number 2. And then story number 3, later that night, I was making a cheeseburger. And I was slicing my cheese. I had a cheese slicer, and I was slicing my cheese. But I lived by myself, so it wasn't like, hey, can you hand me the cheese slicer? Or, hey, where's the cheese slicer? So as I'm cooking my cheeseburger, I needed to fix my bathroom drain, so I jump on YouTube. And as I Google, or as I was typing, how to fix your bathroom drain, I didn't even get done with the letter how. And the very first thing that popped up, like in the suggestion box under the search engine or under the search box, was how to use a cheese slicer when I didn't even say the word or nothing. So those are 3 crazy stories of synchronicity. So I'm sure you all will discuss that pretty lengthily. All right, bye.
That freaks me out so much.
Yeah.
When you're Googling something and it autofills what you're looking for, you're like, how did it know I was Googling that?
It's weird. It's really weird.
Okay. Next message.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. It's Isabel from Ireland calling back.
Hi, Ireland.
I know that I called in with like a list of a bunch of stories, so I'm going to leave you wanting for more. I'm going to start with the haunted house. So when I was a kid, I grew up in Michigan, and I grew up in a historical building that was built in 1875 by the town doctor. And I came to find out that our living room actually used to have a door that was then like boarded up, that was like let out to a slope so you could like roll trolleys up and down, like for dead bodies from sick people.
Oh, wow.
And my bedroom, off of the parlor when I was a kid, was actually the morgue.
Oh my God.
I slept in a morgue for a good portion of my childhood.
God.
And my parents actually had to call a priest to do a couple of exorcisms on the house because, like, there were different times where, like, me or my siblings would, like, feel presences and stuff. I don't believe in that stuff anymore. I think it was psychological, but maybe there was something to it. Yeah, so I slept in a morgue for the better part of 2 decades. Go figure. All right. Bye, guys. Love you, bimbos. La, la, la.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
It's wild.
Jesus.
I want to see this house.
Me
I
too.
know.
Is it on Zillow?
Yeah. How much? Okay. Next message.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. It's Isabel from Ireland again. So, first of all, calling twice in the same day because something bizarre just happened. You know how I said I don't believe in, like, spiritual stuff? I fucking do now. What happened is my husband passed away recently.
Oh, no.
And, by the way, that other widow who calls into the show,
Yeah,
like,
Rachel.
if she wants to be friends with me, hit me up on the Discord server. I like
Pervert.
Server.
Oh.
So I was cleaning the house and screaming
I thought
to
I
the
heard
heavens,
pervert.
Me
being
too.
like, what am I supposed to do now, babe? And I swear to God, from the rafters floats down 2 plane tickets with my mother-in-law's name and my father-in-law's name on them for their trip to Lanzarote that they took a few years ago. The date on those tickets is my husband's birthday, the 12th of June. So I'm looking at these and I'm like, oh my gosh, I called my mother-in-law and I was like, that vacation that you keep putting off because you just aren't feeling up to it, you have to go. He actually sent me plane tickets to tell you
Wow.
to go. I don't know why their plane tickets are in my house. It makes no sense. So yeah, I'm a believer now, bimbos. La la la.
That's wild. So she was in her house. She literally said, what am I supposed to do now?
Right.
And they came flying down.
Wow, that's insane. That's crazy.
Oh.
Manifestation, baby.
Wow.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Hey, web crawlers. I was just listening to your recent mailbag where some guy wrote a review accusing you guys of faking your reviews and pretending to be dumb. And I felt like I just had to call and say something because this is off the dome, by the way, so I have no idea where this is going to go, only a vague map. But I just had to call because I feel like women are so criticized for being dumb or pretending to be dumb or being a dumb blonde.
Mhm.
They're also criticized when they're smart and made fun of for being nerdy or boring or whatever. And I just have to say, as a certified fancy college autistic savant smart person, there are so many better things to be than smart. How smart you are does not determine how valuable you are. You can be caring and kind and curious and interested and passionate and determined, creative. You can be so many other things besides smart, and they're all amazing. And part of why I love Web Crawlers is that it's not a podcast where some super pretentious, smart person is explaining things to me. That is not fun. What's fun is connecting with you guys and your joy and your laughter, your curiosity and your interest. So thank you. And that guy who criticized you for not being smart, I think we know who's really not very smart.
Who's the dummy here?
There. I don't know if that made sense, but
It did.
cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's so nice.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love it too. Also, that's a great blanket statement. We started this podcast to have a fun time, and we're not taking things
not to,
seriously. Also,
Not to be smart and
Not to get our doctor's degrees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Also, I will say we are all three very smart people, but on our own
that's
time
true.
when it's necessary. We're not trying
When we need to be.
When we need to be.
We're smart dressers. We dress smart.
We dress smart, but Maria went to some of the hardest private schools in Los Angeles. I went to some of the hardest private schools in Los Angeles. I went to
And I went to a shitty public school, and look at me now.
I went to USC. Melissa can teach herself how to do anything. Melissa watches a YouTube. She's taught herself how to repair cars.
true.
She's taught herself how to edit podcasts, do Photoshop. Melissa, watches a video and then immediately learns how to do it. So
That's right.
we're smart
That's
when
right.
we're in a forum where it's important to be. I was literally a teacher. But we're just new boot goofing on this podcast. So if you're
Goofing around.
if you're looking for a TED Talk, sweetheart, this ain't the right place. So thank you so much for that. For understanding us. We appreciate you.
This ain't a TED
Yes.
Talk, baby.
This ain't a TED Talk, baby. This ain't
Web crawlers. This ain't no TED
this ain't no
Talk.
TED Talk.
Okay.
Hi, this is Tinnery. This message is for the web crawlers.
Henry.
So I'm the one that called and kind of sparked Craig's cream cheese corner. I also have another hot dog thing. I'm trying to cover as much ground as I possibly can without leaving a million voicemails. Anyway, so have some friends that make cottage dogs, like cottage cheese dogs. I'll give you the recipe at another time. Anyway, so basically there's just been a lot of people talking about the Hat Man, and I have a really crazy story. So basically I used to stay at my grandparents' house a lot, and from the time I can remember, like 3 to like 14, basically every time I would stay the night there, I would see a man in a bowler hat, either looking into my bedroom or looking into my grandparents' bedroom. And when I was a kid, obviously I did the classic like head over the covers thing. But as I got older, I would just be like, hey, we're trying to sleep, leave us alone. And I would just get up out of bed because he would like turn towards the end of the hallway and he would always be gone. I never told anyone in my family this, and that was a whole thing. Anyway, fast forward to me graduating high school. My grandma basically just told my grandpa, like, Tommy, how about you tell them what you saw? And my grandpa had surgery and he had to sleep in a recliner. And I guess earlier that week he had gotten up in the middle of a nap, went to the bathroom, and then he saw the man in the bowler hat. And I guess my grandmother had seen him when they first moved into the house and they built that house. And it's really, really crazy. And then we all cried, and yeah, now everyone in my family just tells me ghost stories. Cool. Did it in one message. Okay, love you. Bye.
Wow. A Hat Man through the generations.
Crazy.
Next message.
Well, it's me again. I got so excited that I got that story in that, I also didn't cover the other things that I meant to talk about. Taco about, speaking of. Basically, what if you made a spaghetti taco, but instead of shell, you did garlic bread? Also sour cream on anything, so like that's fine. I also, I'm from Oklahoma. I used to work for a local burger joint chain, and we made like signature burgers and things like that. We have all kinds of weird food combinations, like, kimchi and peanut butter on a burger patty that's cooked in bulgogi. There's also the smokinoki, which is like barbecue sauce and mayo and diced jalapenos cooked into the meat and bacon, and it's the best when it has peanut butter on it. So peanut butter, barbecue sauce, and mayo. It's fantastic. I could really go on about weird food combinations for a really, really long time. And then I guess, I have a lot of ghost stories. And then going back to that cottage dog, basically a cottage dog is a bun, a hot dog, cottage cheese, green onions, tomato, and freshly cracked black pepper.
Whoa.
Yep. All right. Done embarrassing myself. Okay. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for everything you do. Bye.
Cottage dog.
Well, I don't like cottage cheese or pepper.
I do like cottage cheese and pepper on a hot dog.
I gotta try it.
Oh my God. Google image cottage dog, and hot dogs don't come up, but something way cuter does.
Oh boy.
Look at all these
little houses for your dog.
Look at all these dogs and cottages.
Oh,
those are some good boys.
That's nice. Those are the good boys right there.
Those are some good boys.
you gotta get one of these for your backyard so your dogs can have a little house.
How cute.
They could live that cottage core.
Yeah, my dogs can be cottage core influencers.
Look at these houses.
That is cute.
Wow, this picture is like Dolly. Look at this picture. Hold on, I'm gonna send it.
Oh yeah, that does look like a dolly. You realize that's a ceramic dog though, right, Maria?
It is?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Next voicemail.
Hi, web crawlers. My name is Amber from California. I called a little while ago. I'm calling back. I said that I had some fun psych games to play with you. You couldn't understand me. Like psychology games. And I'm just going to play one with you right now.
Uh-oh.
So grab a pen and a paper.
Huh?
Oh.
And write down these 5 animals.
Oh.
The scenario is that you're walking through the desert with these 5 animals. You have with you a horse, a lion, a cow, a sheep, and a monkey.
Oh, wait,
So,
a horse,
once
lion.
again, a cow, a sheep, a horse, a lion, a monkey.
A monkey.
Okay. So what you're going to do, you can write down those animals. That way you don't forget which ones you have with you. And you're going to write down, well, I'll tell you what to write down. Okay. So imagine that you're walking through the desert with these 5 animals.
Uh-huh.
And the animals start fighting. And you're trying to get to the next town. And you realize that if the animals keep fighting, you're never going to get to the next town.
Okay.
You have to leave one of them behind. So now write down which animal you leave behind. So you're going through the desert, you're going through the desert, you're going through the desert. You realize that you don't have enough food to share with all of the animals.
Okay.
And so you have to leave another animal behind.
Okay.
So that the rest of you can have a chance at making it to the next town.
Okay.
So now write down the animal that you leave second.
Okay.
You're walking, and you realize you don't have enough water for you and the rest of your animals. So you have to leave yet another one behind.
Okay.
So now write down the third animal that you leave behind. So now it's you and 2 animals,
Uh-huh.
and you're going, and you finally make it to the town. And there's a big fence around the town, and the town says, hey, we can only take you and one of your animals. So you have to leave one of the animals outside of the gates of this town, and then you take your last animal in with you. So write down which one you leave outside and which animal you take in with you. I'm so excited to hear your guys' answers. I'm going to guess, I don't know you guys that well, but I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess that Melissa took in the monkey.
Yes.
I'm going to guess that Maria took in either the lion or the cow.
No. Horse.
There's a part 2. I took in the monkey. That's weird.
Okay, this is part 2 for the web crawlers. My last prediction is that I would predict that Ellie would take in the horse and would probably leave behind the lion first. So go ahead and talk about which animals you left first, second, third, fourth, fifth, or obviously which one you took in with you. Each one of these animals, represents a specific part of your life, and it will tell you, what you're prioritizing. Oh. And when I hear you guys play this and hear the animals that you guys chose, I'll call back, and I'll tell you what all of them meant. Okay, bye!
Wow, interactive voicemail.
Fuck, I
wasn't
listening because I was listening for the guy who's in my backyard. What are the animals again?
Okay, you got a horse, a lion, a cow, a sheep, a monkey. You got to leave one behind because there's not enough food.
I thought we're
take one off.
We're leaving all but one behind.
Well, you eventually leave them all.
She wants to know in what order we leave them behind.
In what order?
Because that represents something.
What do you think is the least useful or the one?
First, I leave the sheep.
Okay.
See, first I left the lion.
I left the cow first.
Interesting.
Because I felt the lion could protect himself the best and deal with whatever came his way. So I was like, you go and you do your thing.
Oh my God, that's so
I said
selfless.
the cow because it eats the most food.
Yeah,
it's the
you're
biggest.
Like, you're dead weight.
Yeah.
I left the sheep because I
too.
don't feel like I have emotional attachment to sheep. So I felt like it would
Interesting.
not hurt my
Interesting.
feelings the most. Then I would leave.
I said the horse. Also, because it's big and it drinks a lot of water. It's just using up resources. It's slowing us down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I left the monkey. I left the monkey second because, again, I was like, this monkey's going to be taking all the stuff that I'm needing and everything. And, again, he's going to be able to take care of himself. I'm leaving the things that can take care of themselves.
That's really
Wow, that's the
selfless.
opposite.
That's really selfless of you. I would leave the lion next.
Wow.
Then I would leave the cow.
Yeah, I left the cow next too because I was like, okay, at this point, like, I can't, if there's not like enough food or whatever, I gotta leave you. I am so sorry, but I have to.
I left the sheep third. I was like, whatever, sheep, get out of here.
Yeah.
Scram.
Well, also I'm thinking I can get milk from the cow and that can sustain me food-wise. Also, the lion can fight off any predators that
That's why
might
I
be trying
kept
to get me.
The lion so long.
Yeah.
See, I kept the sheep and the horse to the end because I could eat the sheep if need be.
Yeah.
And I could ride the horse if need be.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm
Oh.
riding that horse. I'm not walking. Then I would let go of the monkey and I would give it a big hug and say, be free.
No, I left the lion next.
I left the sheep next because I was like, we're here. Like, we're already at the
lion
gates.
would like scare everyone.
Yeah.
I kept the monkey because monkeys are like fun sidekicks.
They are. That is a goofy
yeah.
sidekick. That's a goofy sidekick for you.
Monkeys are goofy.
Yeah. And then I would take the horse because they're good emotional
That's
support
what I did.
animals.
Oh, wow. You guys both kept the horse.
We kept the horse.
Huh.
And this interesting. This very interesting.
Yeah. So let us know what that means, please. We're so curious.
I like how she thought I was going to take the cow to the end. Like, I'm getting rid of the lion, I'm getting rid of the
Yeah.
monkey, but I'm taking the cow.
Fucking love a cow. Cows are cute
She
though.
got
I like cows.
mine right.
Yeah, she got
Which
both
is-
of your guys.
That's
Or
weird.
Yeah, she got mine too. Well, Maria, you're an enigma.
Yeah, you're
yeah,
an
I guess
enigma.
I am. She said cow for me, right? She said cow.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. Okay, 2 left.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. This is Marcos from West Michigan.
Michigan.
I called before. My mom's one of the 7 Marias. I don't remember actually if I said my name because I was so nervous, but I'm calling back to talk about some sleep paralysis episodes that I've had. They're not so great and like really scary, but like kind of funny. So this was back in 2013 when I had like my really bad one. It was my senior year of high school. It was one night I was going to bed and I had my window curtains open, which I never do because I'm terrified of just like glancing out my window at night and like seeing something.
Mm-hmm.
So I was laying down getting ready to bed. My mom's in the kitchen doing the dishes. And I can hear her, like, clanking dishes together and stuff. And that's kind of what I start to drift off into sleep to. And then the sleep paralysis starts. And I can kind of see everything that's going on around me, like the usual thing that people say. And I hear my mom finishing up in the kitchen. And she has to walk past my bedroom to get to her bedroom. And so I kind of see her silhouette, like, walk past my door frame. And then stop. And I'm like, oh, like, this is kind of cute, kind of creepy. Like, she's watching me sleep. Like, I'm the youngest in the family. Like, I'm the baby. I'm, like, feeling special. And then it starts moving into my bedroom. And the closer and closer it gets to my bedside, I see it's not my mom. And the closer it gets, the shorter and shorter it appears. And it gets right up to the side of my bed. My dog is asleep next to me, my baby Annie, Jack Russell Terrier.
Oh.
It's like your stereotypical, like, alien, like maybe 4 feet tall, 4.5 feet tall, really slender, big head.
Oh my God.
Slender man.
Super pale skin, like almost white. And I'm freaking out, obviously, and in my head, I'm like, oh, like if I can just wake up Annie, my dog, she's a vicious little thing. Well, like she'll defend me. And as that thought is going through my head, the alien, the thing, reaches its hand out and starts stroking my dog. Like you can tell what I'm thinking. Like, oh, like this dog here.
Oh my God.
And I'm pissed. Like, I'm like, don't you touch my fucking dog, my sweet baby angel.
I'd lose it.
And in my head, I'm just like screaming.
There's a part 2.
If an alien tried to fuck with Asher, I would John Wick his ass in a second.
It's over.
All right, this is
It's
Marcos
over.
for their web crawlers. this thing's like stroking my dog, petting my dog, and I'm screaming in my head. I can't move. Weirdly, I don't have like trouble breathing. Like that's what a lot of people say. It's like there's like this pressure and they can't breathe, but I'm breathing fine. I just can't move or talk. And so this thing starts to like raise its hand up towards me. And then just like in those movies, like The Fourth Kind or like in the X-Files where Mulder's sister gets like floated out the window, I feel my like spine and my body, like my muscles start to contract and my back is arching.
Oh my God.
Like against my will, like I'm having a seizure or something. And then I feel like the most bizarre, like I start to levitate.
Oh my God.
Bed,
Oh God.
you know? And then I'm like freaking the fuck out, and this thing kind of starts like it's almost like straining to like to lift me out of my bed. And then I have the thought, I'm like, oh my God, I'm too fat for the tractor beam. Like, this is embarrassing.
That's what I think too.
For both of us. And then as that thought's going through my head, I just kind of start laughing in my head, like, of course this would happen to me. And
God.
then I get that sensation of like falling back into my bed. And like as my head hits like my pillow, that's when I wake up. But it was almost kind of like, not like waking up and then like remembering like a dream. It was like a continuous like time flow, like, but obviously I wake up and it's daytime. It's safe to say I slept with the lights on for like a week after that. That was really freaky. I'll have to call back with part 2. Sorry, this is kind of long.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Bye.
That's terrifying.
That is
Yes,
so
it is.
funny, though. I would so think the same thing. Like, oh my God, is it going to be able to carry me?
It's so crazy how similar all these sleep paralysis stories are.
It's so
just-
bizarre. It's really
just-
weird. It's really weird.
All right, we got one last voicemail
Here we go.
of the day.
Hey, web crawlers. I am a nursing assistant named Jake,
Hi.
and I work in a long-term care facility, basically for people who can't take care of themselves, can't get out of bed themselves, stuff like that.
Good for you.
I specifically work the graveyard shift only.
Scary.
Okay.
And just recently, we had a kind of weird incident
Oh.
where we have a resident who's on hospice, meaning they're like close to the end of their life,
Yeah.
basically. And this resident passed away in the middle of the night, right around 3 a.m.,
Oh, God.
just a few days ago. And that's not in itself super weird. What's weird, in a different part of the facility, in the Alzheimer's wing, a resident managed to climb out of her bed, a bed that's designed to keep her from climbing out of it. She climbed out of it, and then she crawls out of her room, crawls to the common area, and crawls under like a lunch table. And she starts shouting, "Revive! Revive!"
Room
You know,
5.
like 3 or 4 times before another nursing assistant got her calmed down and back into her room. I mean, the thing is, that took place right around 3 a.m.
Oh.
And I don't know, it was just weird. And I love the show so much. It would absolutely make my life if I heard this voicemail on one of your guys' episodes.
You're hearing it
And-
now, baby.
Yeah, that's it. Bye.
Oh, that's
Oh my God, that's so scary. I have
Strange.
chills.
that is strange.
How bizarre, scary. Well, guys, please continue calling in to us. We absolutely love your voicemails, and we love you guys, and we love the community that you guys have formed on Discord. So if you're not on there yet, please join. It's a really great time over there, except for when I pop in. Anyways, I am Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
And I'm producer Maria.
All right. Bye, folks.
Bye.
An Erios original.
Powered by Acast.